So I had to go take another COVID test, and the place was just packed. So I apologize for being late. My meeting, or my appointment was supposed to get me here plenty of time. I asked that we could maybe do it from my car and have it thrown up there, but I guess that wasn't possible with our technology. So anyways, I appreciate the people who are still here. And again, I hate being late. I'm very sorry for keeping you guys here. So I'll get right into it. I want to give an update on our free rides program. As many of you might remember, we had an email from a citizen who discussed their problems and also other people that she heard from with having transportation during the shutdown and really during this COVID crisis, as far as not having enough. Some people, when money's tight, don't have enough money to put gas in the car, and asked if there's something we can do utilizing our public transit. So with that information, I met with Councilmember Brandon Johnson. We spoke with staff, and because of the great work of our transit director, Mike Tan, we were able to not only provide free bus service on one day a week, but also to target that day so that it would be on one of our lower travel days, so we can still maintain social distancing during that time. So as of today, or as of this week, we've had 17,931 rides. So the program has been incredibly successful. We're able to fund that program out of the CARES Act money. And I want to announce that in continuation of recognizing that need and trying to be of service to our community, we are now announcing our 20 for 20 ride package with our public transit, which is a 20 ride pass for $20. Part of that is going to be paid for by the CARES Act money. As many folks know, our normal cost per ride is $1.75, so this is a significant discount. And we want to thank Director Tran for continuing to be innovative and provide these services as people are rebounding and still struggling financially, and with work being cut down because of social distancing, offering this for those people in our community who need it. Now, the 20 for 20 bus pass, my understanding is it's a pass in which you can use on any day of the week. So it really also fills in that gap where just a Saturday might not have filled in. So it's a really great deal, and it's something that we're very excited to announce. So to get into that, we got just somewhat of a more fun announcement, and that's the Wichita's Most Spirited, where we have our animal spirit competition. I'm going to let Megan talk to you. I don't want to steal her thunder. So, Megan.
As everyone knows, next Tuesday is Wichita's 150th birthday. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, all of the wonderful community events we had planned are kind of on the back burner. So we're looking for innovative ways to celebrate our community and celebrate our ICT spirit. So we're looking for the most spirited Wichitan and Wichita's proudest pet. And we want you to deck out in your best ICT attire, your flag swag, and snap some pics and send it to us. We have a really fun panel of judges that will be deciding who will win the title of the Most Spirited Wichitan. They include Chamber Chair Janetta Everett, Councilmember Brian Fry, Park Director Troy Houtman, A, B, and C Bilingual Resources Outreach Director Claudia Amaro, WSU Tech Strategic Communications Director Andy McFadden. So submit your photos by emailing ictspirit@wichita.gov or by visiting the website at wichita.gov/ICT-spirit. We have gotten a few submissions already. I'll put those up on the screen for you. Winners will be announced live on July 30th and receive a fabulous prize pack of city prizes, including a chance to light the keeper once it gets relit, some Parks and Rec packages, and some fun stuff. So far, we've received fewer than 20 submissions. So if you think you have ICT Spirit, be sure to get those in before July 30th. some great ones so far. So also, one of the best ways to show your love for the community is to get involved. So we're in the process of deciding how to shape the future of Chester Lewis Reflection Square Park. Be sure to go to our Facebook, Nextdoor, or Twitter pages. We have that survey link pinned there. We've had 283 submissions so far, which is pretty good, but we do want to reach as many people as possible and gain their input. It's a crucial position for our downtown, so be sure to engage. Mayor? Thank you.
Yes, please, and I'll just kind of put an exclamation point on that. We are looking for as much engagement as possible, not just with Chester Lewis, but really in all of what we're doing here. Getting community feedback allows us not just to see what directly people want us to do, but also to point us in the right direction. So it's very important that we promote that, so please take time and participate in one of our surveys. Wanted just to do a quick reminder about our masks. Right now, any resident or business has any questions at all about the mask ordinance, you can visit wichita.gov/coronavirus. We've launched a frequently asked questions line, and it's open to most of the questions that we're getting where they're common questions, we're able to address those. We have also created mask signage for local organizations to help inform customers and visitors about wearing masks. There might be some confusion out there. I think on my Facebook wall, there was a photo from a local business of, everybody under 2 has to wear a mask or something along those lines. And the reality is our mask ordinance says anyone 5 and under doesn't have to wear masks. And this was posted by a major company in our community. So our goal is to communicate, what the ordinance is and to ensure that businesses know and to provide them that information. So when folks go in, they won't be embarrassed if they don't, have the right precautions. So we want to do what we can with that. Also, the mask ordinance, it is required in the city of Wichita, now in Sedgwick County. The county did come out with their 45-person limit as well, and that's in addition to what the city has done. So if there are businesses or organizations that aren't following this, please let us know, and we will reach out to them and let them know that this isn't a suggestion like I think some of the past policies were, where they were encouraging people to do this or that. No, this is ordinance. It is law. So if there are folks who are concerned that maybe that information hasn't gotten out, please shoot us an email at mass@wichita.gov. mass@wichita.gov with an S, and we will get letters and get information out to the people who have been reported that might not be aware of the details of this ordinance. Finally, we want to encourage local businesses to sign up for Wichita Entrepreneurship Innovation Series. It's with the Wichita Water Partners has joined with Evergy to underwrite the series, and it's led by renowned leader Fred McKinney, who has a PhD. The series is aimed at helping diversify the supplier network for Wichita's new state-of-the-art water treatment facility. It will also help local businesses build expertise and skills that can transfer to work on other projects now and in the future. 2-hour monthly Zoom sessions will take place August 3rd, September 1st, and October 5th. Session topics and times will be announced soon. Participants can also tap into instructors' virtual office hours. So to learn more about that, make sure you visit wichitasupplierdiversity.com. And also, I'm just going to put out there that at 2 p.m. today, I will be live on CNN to discuss the community's response to the coronavirus. So make sure you tune in. That should hopefully not say anything silly on live television, but I would just want to encourage folks to watch that. We are getting some national coverage with the coronavirus, and we want to make sure that we are representing our city well. With that, I'll take questions.
For this ride, Wichita Transit rides, I don't know if you can answer this, but how are they working on COVID measures?
So one of the good things that we've done, and Megan, you can jump in on this too if I leave anything else. One of the great things we've done here in Wichita is we've really been ahead, I think, of the curve when it comes to cleanliness, when it comes to preventive measures. Our buses, and we were bragging about this early on, that we have upped the sanitation efforts for our buses way beyond what they were doing in New York, what they were doing in other cities. We also have social distancing in place where we're asking folks to not sit next to each other pretty much. We're enforcing social distancing. We also have masks, and we are enforcing masks. We haven't had any that I know of situations in which catching the coronavirus has come from one of our public facilities, and our buses are included. And again, when it came to we being able to provide a free bus option for folks, we ensured that we did that during our lowest time so that we could truly respect that if we're going to see an uptick, which we did, that uptick wouldn't happen on days or times when we have more people on the bus. So we want to ensure that the safety of our citizens are at the top as far as priorities.
And then my last question, I know we kind of talked about this earlier this week, but you are going to be talking about the community's response to everything that's been going on here. Can you give any information about kind of what we're planning on and if there's any more information on testing that you have?
Well, I can tell you that the testing is packed, and that's my own personal experience right now. My nose is still kind of buzzing because of it. But one of the things that we're working on, and this really falls into a lane of the county, and I don't make any friends when I kind of, merge into that lane a little bit. But I will tell you, they're looking at utilizing some of that CARES Act funding for faster turnaround and testing. So I know those talks are happening, and as a community, we want faster turnaround and testing. This is my 4th COVID test. And, because I'm out and about and I'm trying to do everything I can to be safe, but also be responsible. As mayor, I can't just go work from home. So, but it is frustrating when you get a call, 7 days later and say, hey, 7 days ago you didn't have COVID. Like, well, that's really good. I'm glad, but also I want to make sure that, during those 7 days, I couldn't go see grandma and bring the kids, right? Because I'm quarantined for that time. Faster turnaround is going to really help us in stopping the spread because folks who might have maybe a cold or COVID and don't know, those folks can get tested and know right away if they have to take precautions to make sure they stay away from folks and not spread this. Also, it's going to help us where even with treatment, where if you have COVID and you're not at the level in which you would need a hospitalization, knowing that right away could get you on the steroids you need, could get you on the medication you need to get this turned around. So faster testing is definitely something that I know is being looked into, and it's a need for us to get to that next level of opening schools, opening the economy, making sure that we get a better handle on right now we're in community spread, we're not in cluster spread, get a better handle on the community spread. And I think I missed another part of your question. You talked about community response.
And testing.
And testing. Yeah. So testing there, and really the community response right now, it has been varied. In the very beginning, we've seen like the nonprofit community, we've seen the business community step up and provide services, and we're still working with our community partners. Towards the middle, we've seen our nonprofit, healthcare organizations step up and go, advanced testing or mobile testing over in some of the areas that we're asking for more testing options. And moving forward, we continue to work with our community partners to ensure that it's a team effort, that, we need to face COVID head on as a community and ensure that we're doing all we can to keep our folks safe, but also to get back to what will be really this new normal, right? Like, schools is a big question. Going back to school, and that's outside the realm of the city, it probably won't be the same as it was last year. So what can we do as a community, as a city? What's all of our role in ensuring that we slow down the spread and get back to what will be the new normal? You want to ask a question? No? You guys have been very patient. So again, I just apologize 1,000 times for not being on time. I really wish I wasn't late. It really gets under my skin with my dad was a carpenter and was a foreman and just kind of beat it in my head that you never show up late. So I appreciate you guys for waiting the extra time. And with that, I guess if we're out of questions, if there's anything I can do for you, shoot me a text. And anything comes up that you need information on, let me know. I'll be happy to respond and be there for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully that was a little practice for you.